What's up, guys? Ryan Roots,
Alli Roots.
Alli Roots. We're going to be going through a haul that we did this past weekend at a thrift store and a few garage sales. I want to show you guys the different things that we bought, but not just that. I'm going to show you how we were able to find comparables on eBay, and not just how much it's going to sell for, but the net profit on the item. So I know that, a lot of people show the gross sale on the item. So like I bought this thing for $5 and I sold it for 20. Well, selling it for 20 bucks is not your net profit. So we're going to be talking about net. So the money that you make after your fees, your shipping, and the cost of the item will give you your actual net profit.
Yep, and you can track all that in Excel or in Google Documents or free apps that you can download. Just do your research and keep everything nice and organized. Write it all down. Make sure you're tracking it so that you know what to buy, what not to buy. Sometimes buys might not be so good as others, and you definitely want to make sure that you're tracking it so that you know what to buy. Yeah, definitely.
So check it out, guys. The thrift stores and the garage sales, they actually weren't that great this week, but we did find some stuff.
Yeah.
Typically, the few days after Thanksgiving, they're not really that great, just because not a lot of people are having garage sales, or not a lot of people want to go out because it's so hectic with Black Friday and everything going on. So
and they're tired.
But we did find some really good stuff, so I'll just go right into it. Here's the first thing.
Right.
This is an HRH Hawaiian shirt. I know I've said a few times to look out for Hawaiian shirt.
Tag.
This brand in particular is great. So it's called HRH. It stands for His Royal Highness. And the shirts...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This pattern in particular is a really good sale. We've I don't know if you knew, but we've sold this exact shirt before.
I know, whenever you spotted it, you said that, and I was like, it looked familiar, but yeah.
So we got this shirt from Salvation Army on half off day. It was $4.99 originally, so we paid $2.50 for it. This will sell for $50, and after fees, after shipping, again, our net profit, fees, shipping, cost of goods, after those things, our net profit on that shirt will be $38.
The reason in particular that shirts are really great for shipping is because you ship them first class.
Yeah.
And whenever you ship something first class, that means that it's under 16 ounces, and it's going to be the cheapest way to ship anything. Even up to 16 ounces is still cheaper than the padded flat rate, which starts at around $6 to $7 depending on your eBay store. Because you get discounts on your eBay store shipping if you have it upgraded to a certain level. So you want to make sure that the stuff you're picking too in the beginning is lighter, because it makes it so much easier. Unless it's a very, very high sale price, then if it's heavy, no big deal, but
All right, so the next thing we got was this Nike dry fit shirt. This was also from Salvation Army on half off day. Where we are, they run half off every Wednesday off of clothing, shoes, purses. So it's a really good place for us to go. This was also $5, so we paid $2 for it.
And 50 cents.
$2.50, yeah.
Come on, guys.
So there it is right there. It's a Seminoles Nike dry fit shirt. It's got the Tampa Bay Seminole Club on it there, and it's for the booster program. Stuff like this, guys, because it's Nike and it's got Seminoles on it, this will sell for about $30 for us. So our net profit on it will be about $21 after fees, shipping, and cost of item.
Yeah, because again, shipping first class under 16 ounces, it's going to be around
$2.60 for that.
$2.60. That's true. Yeah, it'll be under $3, which is great to ship it. So.
Oh, one of the other things, guys, you'll notice about the stuff that we're showing you today, we focus on higher revenue items. So I know there's a lot of people who go to thrift stores and they work on large volume. We like to sell less goods at a higher price. So we look for like the kind of stuff that'll give us an average net return of about $30 per item, instead of shipping thousands of things and only getting $12 net per item. We like to keep our profit around that $30 per item mark.
But in the beginning, it's really good to have a lot of volume, because when you have a lot of volume, you're selling a lot of items and you're getting a lot of feedback, and that's building up your store. So in the beginning, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just now that we've been doing it for so long, we have decided personally that we want to be a little pickier and choosier about the volume that we're selling. We want it to be less for higher prices. But in the beginning, I would absolutely recommend getting your hands on as much as you can, even if it's only $12
Yeah.
to $18 net, because you really, really want to build up your store. And the more feedback you have, the better it looks.
Profit is profit. We just like to focus again on those items that are $30 to $50 net return for us. That's what we like to look out for. All right, next item. We got this. It's a spider snowboarding jacket. We also got it from the Salvation Army on half off day. $14.99 was the tag price, so we paid $7.50 for this. It's in really good shape.
Yeah, it's in excellent condition. Doesn't even look used.
Yeah.
Someone probably bought it for their kid and used it once.
Yeah, it's a kid's jacket. But yeah, it's in really decent shape. These things are expensive. Used, we should get about $60 for this. So after fees and shipping, we'll net around $38 on that item.
And how much would you guess that this is going to be to ship?
Honestly, I think because it's small, it should fold up and go into a flat rate envelope, so it'll cost us around $6 to ship it.
All right, cool. There you go, guys. In case you were wondering. I was wondering.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're good at feeling the bigger, poofier things.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not going to fit. And then he says, I can get it to fit, and he does. So.
Yeah, you gotta.
All right.
Sometimes you gotta roll it up. As long as it doesn't damage the item. Sometimes if you roll it up nice and shove it in there, it'll fits.
And rolling stuff too before you ship it, even though it takes up less space, it also will arrive with less wrinkles whenever you roll products. So I think that people probably would appreciate that a lot.
We've never had an issue with folding stuff up and cramming it into a flat rate envelope. Nobody's ever said that it's...
Yeah, no one's ever complained.
Only good feedback. As long as you do it right, like I said, you'll be fine. All right, next. These are really cool, and I'm hoping that one of you may be able to help me identify these a little bit more. This was a new thing. We found these at a garage sale this weekend. They're Nikes, right? But they're Nike Roger Federer Foundation org. And it was a new... Here's the shoe right there, if you guys can see that. And then also on the tag, it says... considered design, which I know I've seen other considered design Nike shoes. I know that was like a division of Nike devoted to like reducing their carbon footprint and being more ethical. But I don't really know too much about these shoes. What I do know is that other shoes like this have sold for over $100. So I'm assuming we'll be able to get at least $100 for these shoes. They do need to be cleaned up a little bit, and they smell a little bit funky.
Yeah, the guy was a smoker, and so you always want to make sure if you buy things from people that are smokers that you get rid of that smell as best as possible, because you don't want...
Nobody wants smoky clothes or shoes coming to their house.
Smoky anything. But we can clean these up. They're in excellent condition.
Yeah.
They've been worn a couple of times because they are slightly dirty. In fact, I honestly think that they're dirty because they've been in a box with other shoes for so long. Whenever you look at the base of the shoe, there's no area that's been worn because of somebody's foot. So...
But if you guys, we haven't seen these before, so if you know any more information about them, if you can just comment in the comments below. If you have any information on them, let me know. I'd love to hear more about them. But again, I'm assuming we should be able to get at least... I'm assuming we should be able to get at least $100 or so for these shoes, which will... Oh, by the way, we only paid $2.50 for them, so it was a good buy. So we should net around $80 on those shoes. All right, so the next item is these Sanuk shoes. I think that's how you say it, Sanuk. You guys have probably seen them before. They're super ugly, but super comfortable. I call them the Crocs of surf footwear or skate footwear. But again, they're super comfortable. They sell really, really fast. That's why we bought them.
You've sold some before?
Yeah, we've sold a bunch of these things before. I don't know if we've sold this particular style. They only cost us 50 cents at a garage sale. So these cost us 50 cents. They're selling for around $22. So after fees and shipping, these are really light too, so they'll go first class. Fees and shipping will make $15 net. Again, net profit. After fees, after expenses, after the cost of the item, net profit.
Next item up for grabs.
Next item. These are pretty cool. Some old school Adidas high tops. I won't go too much into these. They're a decent little sale. They'll sell for $30. We paid $2.50 for them. They're a little bit heavier to ship, so our net profit on those would be about $16.
Still good.
These are dirty, but they're good.
I'm going to wash them in the washing machine because I know I can wash sneakers in the washing machine in a mesh bag with a bunch of towels.
Yeah.
So that will be what the future holds for these shoes.
There you go. So these are Reebok CrossFit. They have the little CrossFit label up there. These will sell for $25. We paid 50 cents for them. And our net profit on them should be around $15. So decent little buy.
Because they're light, again, those ones in particular. Some
Yeah.
sneakers are heavy, but we could tell that those were light.
Okay, check this out, guys. I don't know if you're familiar with this brand, but if you're not familiar with this brand, get familiar with it. These things are hideous. I don't know who buys them, but they're called MBT Shoes. It says the anti-shoe. MBT Shoes. Check them out. See those things? These ones are in really good shape, too. I think
Probably
they're
like rarely worn, maybe twice.
Yeah, I feel like they're almost new, actually. So these MBT shoes, these ones sell for $50, used. Yeah,
Ooh.
and we paid $2.50 for them. Our net profit on they're a little bit heavier, so our net profit on these will be $34. But you can see that, guys. If you see this brand MBT and they're in good condition, pick them up. All right, next up we've got these Nike Air Max 2 shoes. They also need to be cleaned up a little bit, but vintage Nikes sell, guys, and these are 94, I believe, 1994 shoes. They're just the original Nike. There's a little bit of damage up here. You guys can see that. See that? There's a little bit of damage up at the top. So that'll affect the value slightly. Make sure you look out for damage on shoes. So that'll probably drop the price of them about $10, but we can still sell these shoes for right around $70. And this pair also cost us $2.50.
And we'll just make sure whenever we're taking the photos of it that we disclose in the item description and in the photos that there is damage. We'll take excellent photos up
Yes.
close of the damage so that people know exactly what they're getting, because you never ever want to hide anything like that.
Right.
You always want to do full disclosure of that, just
Yeah.
so when people get what they have ordered, they're getting what they're expecting to get.
Faux show. So net profit on these things about $50, guys.
I'll take it. All right, next item. I'm going to talk about it since I'm a girl. It's a Coach purse. So you always got to be careful whenever you're buying Coach purses because they could be fake.
Yep.
This one in particular, I could definitely tell that it was real because the quality of it didn't obviously feel like a fake one. And it had the excellent Coach tag over here. And all of the purse's strap was in excellent condition. I looked in it. It's really nice and clean. And when I asked how much it was, they said $3. So I couldn't believe that someone was selling a Coach purse for $3.
$3, yeah.
He didn't even realize, but...
And we actually bundled that with other stuff, so it actually cost us $2.50.
Oh, geez, that's awesome. Yeah, so there you go. We got 50 cents off. So for $3, it was worth the gamble. I didn't even... Whenever I was looking for the purse, I couldn't even find it.
Yep.
So... And where we were, it was kind of like dark. We were in someone's house. It was an estate sale, garage sale, estate sale. So I just kind of grabbed it thinking, maybe it'll be cheap. And then we bundled it and it was, so.
Guys, Coach purses, their resale value on Coach purses really isn't that great.
Yeah.
So you do have to buy them cheap. But for $2.50, we couldn't pass that up. And I know Alli was saying she was having a little bit of a hard time finding this particular purse. So I want to point out something to you guys. On pretty much every Coach purse, if you open it up and you look on the inside, there's a label, okay? On that label, you should see a stock number right there. See that? Okay. If you go to Google and type in that stock number, it should pull up pictures of either the exact purse or purses that may look just like this one but different colors. That's actually a really easy way to authenticate Coach purses. If it doesn't pull anything up by that stock number, don't buy it because it's probably a fake. And then on eBay as well, when you're looking at comps, you can type in that stock number and it usually pulls up purses by that stock number. Nice. So this one in particular, when I typed in that exact same stock number, it pulled up this exact purse on eBay.
I didn't know that. It would have made it so much easier for me.
Yeah.
Now I know.
And the comps on this purse are $39. So for $2.50, $39, our net profit on this purse will be $25. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
All right, next item. So we found this one at a garage sale too. This is another one that I might need your guys' help with. If you know anything about it, let me know in the comments. The brand is Mick Gwend Paris. I hadn't seen this brand before, but whenever we see stuff that's clearly genuine leather and it says Paris on it, we buy it.
Especially if it's cheap enough, and this one was.
Yeah, this was only $3. It's like a shoulder bag purse. Would you call it that? It's like a
Yeah,
crossbody shoulder
over
bag
the
thing.
shoulder.
Yeah. But again, the brand is Mick Gwend, MICK-GWEND Paris.
Yeah, it's a book bag purse.
Book bag purse. Yeah.
Because it unzips. It becomes 2 straps.
Oh, it's a book bag purse. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bam.
But I didn't know too much about this brand, but it's really good quality.
And it's super clean. It looks excellent.
Oh, there's the tag. There's the tag there. If you guys know anything about that one, let us know in the comments. I'm assuming we could probably get around $30 for it, though. We paid $3, so probably make like $18 on it. I don't know. Maybe it's worth more. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out.
All right, next. This one's pretty cool. We got this at a garage sale too.
That's right.
It's a Derek Jeter Yankees jersey, Majestic brand. Jeter. We find a lot of Yankees stuff at garage sales because the Yankees do their spring training down here in Tampa. So it sells pretty well. We only paid $1 for it from the guy's wife, and then the guy came out afterwards and was telling us about it. I don't know if his story was true. He said he got it from one of the players on the Yankees. He said that Jeter wore it at spring training. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that these jerseys sell for $25 without the story. So for $1, we should net like $17 on it.
Yeah, I mean, even if his story wasn't true, they lived in a really nice neighborhood, so I wouldn't doubt if his story was
I wouldn't
true.
doubt it, but there's really no way to...
It's a nice house.
Yeah, there's really no way to authenticate that. Never buy an item based on someone's story.
Yeah.
Because you can't sell a story, you can only sell the item.
Yeah.
Right? This one's pretty cool. It's kind of dirty. It's a Fender shirt. We also got that at a garage sale. Paid $1 for it. The reason we bought it is because it is actually a Fender brand shirt. The ones that are not Fender brand don't sell for that much. But the ones that have that label on them, they sell for about $18 to $20. And it's super lightweight, so it'll cost us a couple bucks to ship. And our net on it will be $12.
So one of the lower items.
One of the lower items, but for $1,
cool.
It was there. Not too bad. All right, and then last but not least is this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that thing. That's right.
This was one of those kind of like we bought it without researching it buys, which I don't suggest, but it was only $1, so we bought it anyway. It's this German military jacket.
Yeah.
It's not actually like an authentic military jacket. It's just for fashion, I guess. But I found exact ones like this selling used for $40. So, we paid $1 for it. We should get $40 for it. So that's a net profit of $28.
We had no idea when we bought it either. So we just took a chance for $1.
Yeah, so, guys, taking a chance for $1 or $2 is definitely worth it. Taking a chance for thousands of dollars obviously is not worth it. We do our research really, really well before we buy those big bulk orders. But with stuff like this, when it's just $1 or $2, it's fun sometimes just to gamble with a couple bucks and see.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have taken the gamble for $10.
No, probably not. But
up to $4,
Yeah.
we'll typically gamble. Anything more than $4, we just don't bother with it now. But back in the day, we used to.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, we would make a bad choice, but sometimes you make that good choice and it makes up for all the bad choices. So
if we're going to take a gamble, most of the time, we will take a gamble on something that we know we can give away as a gift anyway.
Yeah,
so
true.
Yeah. So it
or
makes
something
it,
we like for ourselves, even.
Or
we'll
say,
end up
exactly.
keeping it, like that book bag, the little black book bag. I mean, if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it for myself.
Oh, speaking of, we have a friend who tailors tank tops for us, and we go to thrift stores sometimes on those half off days, and we find shirts that we like to turn into tank tops. So that's what we did with this stuff here. I'll show you. So like this one, some of these things like this shirt here, that could probably sell for, I don't know, $12, $13. But again, we don't focus on those lower end items. So we paid $1 for this shirt. and I'm going to get it turned into a tank. She turns them into tank tops for us for like $10.
Yeah, it was just because it was so graphic, and the graphics came pretty low, and it was so colorful. We figured it would match those Umbros, sorry, those vintage Umbros you got. So
yeah, it was pretty sweet.
It was just nice and bright.
Yeah.
It's good.
So
you just gotta have fun too while you're doing it. Don't forget to have fun, guys.
We got that one. I got this blow pop shirt.
And then mine, I'm gonna get a tank made.
That was $1.
This is another personal item, $1.50.
Boom!
Heck yes.
That's awesome. Every once in a while, it's okay to treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
But yeah, I mean, that was the haul. I'll show you guys the numbers quick. We ended up paying, all said and done, between the thrift store and the garage sales, we paid $32. So very minimal investment. After our fees, shipping, and the costs of the item, our net profit. So we spent $32, and our net profit on those items should be around $407, all said and done.
Right,
So,
and we're not saying, it's going to sell in a week. We're going to make that money back instantly, but that's why you have to have a lot of inventory, and you want to build up your inventories, because as you have more items, so much is selling because of the volume that you have, and maybe every week you will be making $400.
But that's an awesome return, guys. That's why we do this still. Yes, we buy big wholesale orders, and yes, we make a lot of money from buying, $10,000 items or $10,000 lots at a time, breaking it up and selling it one by one. But we still like to go to garage sales and thrift stores because the margins are so good. When you can spend $32 and net over $400, that's a really good couple hours out there.
And it's fun. We like to do it, and we're doing something fun and making money while we do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, just nice to do as a couple.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah.
So that's it, guys. That was our haul. We probably spent maybe 3 hours total between the garage sales and the thrift stores. It was fun. It wasn't huge money, but, the days after Thanksgiving usually aren't. We like to wait for those couple weeks after Black Friday.
Yeah.
Because people put out they'll buy new stuff and put out the old stuff at garage sales, and we'll go and scoop everything up. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you have questions, again, please leave them in the comments. Smash that like button on this video. Please like it, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you later.